But yeah, so but yeah, we you know, you had the black school, you had the white school.
And so, being with the bus situation, you did say that it was a young student driving the bus. Was it like that for the
Same age
whites as
as
well?
myself, yeah.
So it was one student driving like the white bus, like for a white bus.
Oh no, when I say I don't know about the white kids, as a matter of fact, I've never even seen the white schools, so I don't know what the white schools look like.
Oh, so
I've never even
you always
seen
just
one.
been around
Yeah,
the blacks.
yeah, yeah. And we had our part of town, and they had theirs.
And so you never really
I
crossed that
I
line.
never ventured over there unless I would go and help my mama clean house or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you know, I was never around them or when I went downtown, you know, or something. But it was really segregated. And you know what? And that was okay with me.
Because you felt like you didn't want to be.
It didn't matter to me about being around any, you know, white people per se. I was fine just like I
With
was.
being around them.
Right. You know, it was kind of like back in those days. Um, Black people kind of knew their place, so to speak. You know what I mean? You know, you know there were just certain things that you just couldn't do or you weren't allowed to do.
And you knew it, so you never
Yeah,
tried.
and I didn't do it, and I never really wanted to in the first place. It was no big deal about trying to see how they lived or what they did. Because basically we were very happy on our side of town. And there were times, like when I was growing up, we would be out playing, and then all of a sudden you would see these men come around the corner on horses, and they were the Ku Klux Klansmen.
The KKK group?
Yeah, and they would have these white sheets on their faces, you know, and all over the well, cover their bodies, and you know, with the hose in them and stuff, and they would be on the horses, and kind of everybody scattered, everybody ran in the house, you know,
and
all
did
the
you
kids.
understand it then? You knew what was going on around that time? Or
I didn't know. I knew it was something at that time that we were afraid of.
But you never knew who and why.
No, and I never knew why they came out like they did sometimes. I just knew that we were told to be afraid of them, and we were afraid of them. And my father would always run out of the back door. I don't know till today. I don't know where my father went, but he would always hide. He would go and hide.
And now being that you're older, what do you think he'd be hiding from?
I don't know because there was this one man I understand that had a little business, and that they say that they really beat that guy up really bad, that black guy. And I don't know because he had a business or I don't know.
Being that he was kind of getting somewhere.
Yeah, or maybe they just wanted to put fear in the black man. That's what I think it was.
To make it seem like he wasn't capable.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
running his
yeah,
own business.
yeah, and that's what happened. It was you know, like I said, I didn't realize back then as a child that things were really bad because, you know, I had a relatively happy childhood considering we were poor, but we had about as much as anybody else had. You know, my mom and dad, and you know, my dad was a construction worker, and my mom was a maid, and you know, we we were just happy in our world.
And so, how was transportation?
Uh, for us, there weren't any transportation. My dad didn't drive. I don't know if he knew how to drive, but he
Mhm.
didn't drive. So wherever I wanted to go, we would walk.
How did you guys get to? If you were to go help your mother clean the house, how did you
We
guys
would.
get
She
there?
would walk.
And that was on the
Because
other side of
it
town.
wasn't really, you know, for for the black people at that time where we lived. You know, there was it was like maybe a couple of streets that divided us from the white people.
Mhm.
You know, there was the blacks over on that side of town, and then there was the whites on the other side of town. And see where we lived, there was no. Really the streets were not concrete, they were dirt roads. And when once you came to a paved road,
Mhm.
then you knew you were in the white area of town.
So on the black side they had the dirt roads,
Yeah,
and then on the
white
oh,
side, they had a concrete and paved road and the highways and stuff like that. So where we wanted to go, we would walk. And when I went to school, um, jeez, I know I walked a good mile and a half every day back in, one way.
mhm.
In the cold, in the rain, or whatever it was. In the cold, the rain, the heat, whatever, you know. And when I would get to school, I would be so cold, my little fingers would be so cold, they would be stiff, you know. And I would go to the heater and warm my little fingers because they'd be like, like
Mhm.
this because they were so cold, you know. But even with that said, we as blacks we were pretty happy because we didn't know any better.
Yeah, yeah, you guys were young. Did your mom used to? Was there anything that your mom used to tell you as you were growing up to never forget, or?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this about my parents. They never taught us to hate.
Mhm.
Um, they never did speak harsh about white people. So I didn't grow up hating them. I don't know how I feel right about now, but they never taught us hate. You know, my mom was a maid,
Mhm.
and my daddy was a construction worker, and of course, we all were underpaid.
Mhm.
You know, my mom would work all week maybe, and maybe she would make $10, maybe.
$10 a week.
Yeah, I know, unbelievable, huh?
It is
Maybe she would.
at the most
Yeah,
$10.
yeah. And but um,
When when you guys, when you and your parents used to go out to like public places, were there? Did you experience any racism anywhere,
yeah,
or did you
yeah,
guys get
yeah,
treated
yeah,
unfairly?
yeah, yeah. Because like the water fountains,
Mhm.
yeah, it really was marked colored. The bathrooms were really marked colored. Like we went to the movies. Um, the white people had it was nice downstairs,
Mhm.
but we had to go all the way up to the top and you know through a completely different door than the
Still
white
there.
people's to see the movies.
Mhm.
You
And how
know,
did that make you feel? Did it affect you, or you just
I
always
I didn't
knew that that's what it was, and so that's how it?
I didn't like climbing all those stairs as a child. I didn't like climbing those stairs.
Did you ever
But
ask
but
questions?
but I knew that's if we wanted to see a movie, I knew that's what we had to do. So,
Mhm.
we would go to the movies and that's what we did. We just did what we had to do. And didn't anybody get mad about it? I remember once when we moved from Conway to Myrtle Beach,
Mhm.
my mom and I we got off the bus and